Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Gusto Reactions on Gusto TV. I remain your host without no boast, Donny Fesky, and I have Big Lala right here. I borrowed that line from Downsy.
Host without no boast.
Host without no boast. That's like Mary J FM.
Mary J.
We have Big Lala out here. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for your likes, for your comments. Before you continue watching this video, you see that subscribe, that's in there. Click on it so you can be a part of the family. Almost at 50k. We love you and we truly appreciate you. We have one of the big guys right here sitting on the table, our invincible table right here today, Bado Baba Miliano. Olamide recently dropped the UI Scooty, anyway, won't pronounce them. And then this album seems to have been doing well. Dropped on the 14th of June, over a month now. 10 tracks. Lala, I want to ask you, I know I've asked you before. Have you listened to this Petty?
Yes, I have. Just once, and I've not revisited it.
Okay, how did it sound like?
I don't remember. Make I don't like
I think you have to listen to it after the shoot.
Okay, we'll listen to it after the shoot.
Yeah. Do you have a new favorite of this UI Scooty album?
No, I'm a numbers guy. I always look out for what people are enjoying of albums and see maybe I missed something and things like that. I'm seeing a lot of people liking somebody with Fino. It's really surprising. It's really surprising for me. To me, my favorites have still not changed. What I still like off the album, the Pom Pom with Fave, Jayla with J Wills, and the other one I picked up was Julie. Those are the three. Those are the three songs I've picked off the album, and coupled with Need for Speed and the one that we already know and love, Rock. And I think those are the ones that do it for me on the album.
Alrighty. Well, Olamide has seemed to have been getting a lot of love and appreciation for this body of work, from the switch from hip hop to Afro pop to pop music basically, and people seem to love the new sound, enjoying the vibe and all of that. But then there's this question that we know Olamide to be good for. Olamide is one person that has supported a whole lot of artists. When he started the YBNL thing, a whole lot of guys were him: Lil Kesh, Adekunle Gold, Victor, Chinkwekun, YBNL Princess, and other guys that he's been supporting on the side like that. But then there seems to be just one person with Olamide at the moment, Fireboy DML. Should Olamide stick to Fireboy?
Well, it looks like that's the plan for him, but should he stick? I think he needs to. He doesn't have a choice, because Fireboy, he recognized the talent from the start, and from the get-go he's been supporting. He didn't let all these side nurses from the other guys that left the label affect him. He knew what the goal was for him, the Fireboy, and he's achieving that for him.
Well, someone came out to tweet to ask Olamide on Twitter. Well, Bado has been in the US for a while now, chilling and vibing, having a good time. This person said, what should we be expecting from YBNL? Tour artists. You answer the question first before we go to Olamide's response. What do you think YBNL should drop next after we've had the UI Scooty and all of that?
The only thing that would make sense for me is based on the kind of moves they made. The joint venture deal with Empire. The deal was they're going to push him, they're going to push Fireboy and one other artist, right? And that's what I had in mind. To be honest, I was expecting that YBNL would have a new artist on their roster to take advantage of that joint of the Empire deal. And to my surprise, it looks like it's not going to be it.
Well, Olamide has answered. He said, tour yet may be decided. Artists maybe much later. I've been doing that since I made it. Now it's time for me to give myself at least 10% of the time, energy, money, and love I've been giving to people. This response by Olamide, how do you see it? Do you think is something that you feel is like you're cool with?
Justified? Well, Olamide, I mean, this is like a change of mindset for him. We know from, first 6, 7, 8 years in the game, what he's modus operandi was when it comes to artists and artist development, supporting of artists and things like that. He's always been like getting people, fresh faces onto his label and pushing them out. I think what particularly changed his mindset is the whole wala that happened with the last batch. Not even like that, the last batch of
Picasso,
all of them. You say at the end of the day, just say make all of them get that. All of them just get that. That's what. Yeah, all of them just get that for him. And then he just like, okay, I don't try. I think it's about time I give myself a bit of energy, more seriousness for my craft. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing Olamide dropping 2 albums within a year. We know him to be an album every year, but he's now done 2 albums within a year, and it seems to be having the time of his life. He's trying new things. The music, he's trying new things. His lifestyle, he's trying new things.
Bro, you see Olamide dripping. Like I saw some picture like Badu.
Olamide have done the hit gym and everything. Everything about him seems to be different. It looks like he just wants to push himself a bit more before he now starts to look at new artists. Then again, he doesn't have to worry too much about too many people. Fireboy seems like that one has his head screwed on. Music, if not hits, he get them down. He doesn't need to worry so much about whether. I mean, he's done his beats for Fireboy. He's done his beats, and now he wants to do similar for himself. He's making new moves, and I think it's just a good thing that he's giving himself some self-love, which is very important in this time and age.
Well, looking at Olamide's influence right from when he started the old music scene, do you think he has done enough for emerging artists? In terms of support, pushing, bringing up new faces to the people, to the masses?
Well, if you look at it very well, there's really nobody in the industry that has done as much as Olamide. Not just do enough, make them successful, and people who come out from under you. Who else has done that? The only person that comes close is perhaps you can say Don Jazzy. But Don Jazzy didn't have a musical career to start with. He was more of artist development and a producer, so he would have more time to do that. But Olamide double tap. He was doing a lot of things for himself and for other artists. And you see how successful some of them turned out to be.
They were not contradicting.
Yeah, exactly. So Olamide, I think there's nobody that's done it as much as him in the industry. So kudos to Olamide, kudos to YBNL.
Major shout out to YBNL. So can we say that Olamide is like the ghost when it comes to this part of his career?
Yes, of course. You can give him all the accolades. There's nobody that has really done it like him. Like I said before, so Olamide, kudos to him again, kudos to YBNL. Now is Olamide time, and we are enjoying Olamide time. But don't too to sign that new artist.
Well, before we go, last one just came to my head now. Looking at Olamide's new lifestyle, the old gymming, the drips and everything, the new sound. So I want to know if you prefer the new Olamide to the old Olamide. The old Olamide that we don't see just behind the camera doing the thing. We really see pictures of him. But right now, every day, Baba, the
drip and drip.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just new hands on deck these days. The old, if anything, I mean, while I was part of a team that ranked Olamide's album, his best albums for me were his earlier albums, YBNL, Eyome Weda, Rhapsody, and things like that. I mean, those were the hungry years, and I enjoyed that part of Olamide. It took a while for Olamide to get another banging album, and that came with Carpe Diem, and that's another banger right there. But with Carpe Diem signified a start of a new phase in his career, and I think that phase is geared towards a sort of newer fan base. Me, I'm old school fan base, and I prefer Olamide of old.
Alright, now Lala said he prefers Olamide of old. Let us know what you think. Do you prefer the new Olamide, the old UI Scooty, drip, gym and everything, or you prefer the Yahoo boy, no laptop, always being
it's all baby. It's Olamide baby,
baby. Catch you on the next episode of Gospel Reaction.